The Sandmark Pro leather case for the iPhone 14 Pro Max. Let's go ahead and get into it. Now, if you don't know, I've been on my leather case kick, my leather case journey, trying to figure out the best leather cases for the iPhone 14 Pro Max. I have spent hundreds of bucks on them, and I believe I got my top 4 or 5 leather cases. And I'm gonna go ahead and give you a spoiler alert. This Sandmark Pro leather case is probably gonna be amongst the top leather cases because this has been on my phone. I've actually had to take it off my phone, put it back in the box for dramatic effects so y'all can kind of get the unboxing experience. But let's go ahead and get into it. Now, they didn't send the black version, but they also sent a few different colors as well, and we'll kind of throw those on. You get a brown, you get a blue, and then you get kind of like a teal color. So we'll be sure to throw those on at the end of the video so you can check them out and see what they look like. But let's go ahead and get into it. Sandmark Action Gear Pro leather case, iPhone 14 Pro Max black, all right? Included black leather case, tech specs, full grain leather. Now, I did a little bit of Google. Since I've been trying to get to be a leatherologist, I've been trying to figure out which grain leathers was the best, and the full grain is the best, the top of the line over top grain leather. So they got the full grain leather, dual lens mount, aluminum mount finish, and microfiber lining. Now, I know some of you may be like, T, but that case just looks funky, especially when it comes around that camera ring, all right? In my opinion, I'm gonna be real with you. I didn't care for it in the beginning, but after I started using the case, my mind kind of switched, and it has a dual purpose. So if you don't know anything about Sandmark, they also make, if you're real big into mobile photography, they have a whole bunch of lens attachments that you can attach to their phone and without having some type of gaudy mount or something that just doesn't flow well. And I feel like this was the best iteration of a case that you can make when it comes to a lens protecting, a lens protector, so you can screw those lenses up here. And I'm not mad at that aluminum surrounding right there because it does, one, allows easy access to use their lens accessory, and number two, really gives you lens protection, probably better than most leather cases, if not all the leather cases that are going to be in that top list. So let's go ahead and take a look. So on the inside, of course, you're going to get that micro lining. You're going to get that MagSafe Sandmark branding right there. You're going to get Sandmark branding on the back, and you're going to get a little lanyard hole, if that's what you want to call it right here. So if you don't like branding, it is what it is. They have it on the back of it. It's subtle enough. You don't really see it's embossed. Everything is all good. You get your metallic power button, your metallic volume up and down button, and like I said, that aluminum surrounding going around the camera. So let's go ahead and weigh it. Let's see what she weighs, and let's see if that aluminum is adding any weight to this case. You can tell it adds a little bit of weight, but I don't think it's that bad. So dropping it on the scale, this case is going to be weighing 47 grams. So not too bad. I feel like, especially when you're talking about some nice quality leather, these cases are going to tend to run a little bit heavier because of just what they're composed of. So let's just go ahead and slap it in. And one thing you get with this case right here is a very, and I mean a very tight fit. Probably one of the best fits so far for a leather case. Sandmark is killing it right now when it comes to this case, I'm telling you. So let's just take a look at it up close. Let's take a look at that camera housing, and we'll talk about it a little bit more in detail, but look at the protection that it provides for your cameras. We already know these are huge in its own, but with them being able to be that far recessed in there, you're getting some of the best camera protection that you're getting right now for a leather case. So going around the phone on that top side is going to be completely closed. And I forgot, wait a minute, before we get into anything, we got to smell this thing. We talking about full grain leather. You got to, that leather smell is there. Let me make sure I left a little grease mark on it, but not too bad. It didn't go too hard this time. So top is closed. On that right side, you're going to get your power button, very nice and tactile, and that's going to be a metallic button there. On the bottom side, you see your cutouts are all accurate, good to go, no issues there. On that left side, volume up, volume down, very nice and tactile. Mute toggle switch is a little bit tight, could be a little bit bigger, but you can get to it just fine. It's just big enough to not be aggravating, so you're good to go. So you do get those little lanyard holes, especially right here. I don't even know if that's big enough for a lanyard, if that's a little breather hole, not 100% sure, but that's what's right there. And flipping it over on the back, you get that very nice. This leather feels so soft, so supple, feels very good, very high quality leather, and you get that aluminum surrounding going around the camera module that serves as protection and a direct mount for all of their lens accessories. Now, let's go ahead and talk about lay on that table protection. All right, laying it on the table, what kind of lip did this have? Now, this has a little lip that goes all the way around. Now, we're talking leather cases. Leather cases not going to give you a ton of protection, but it's going to give you a little bit, and it's going to give you a little bit of lip when it comes along. And I do have a tempered glass screen protector, and it has a little faint lip that goes all the way around. So it does just good enough if you want to sit it face down. If you're talking about dropping it, hey, leather cases, you kind of know the deal. You know what time it is when it comes to leather cases. You may drop your leather case and it may not be so pretty when you pick it up, but it does have a little lip. Now, how does this case fit on the phone? And just like I stated, this is one of the tightest fitting leather cases so far. And going along that top side, you're going to get nothing, all right? Nothing is moving. Sides, nothing is budging. Everything is rock solid, no issues. You really got to pull. Look at my thumbs. You really got to pull to get any movement. Look at the finger now. I'm pulling hard. Very, very tight fitting. And when you're talking about when this thing snapped on, you hear the snaps on, boom, all four corners. This thing has a very nice snap. This thing has an A1 fit, no issues at all when it comes to this Sandmarc Leather Pro case. Good job, Sandmarc, when it comes to that. Now, how does it feel in your hands? Now, one thing about leather cases, when they're fresh, they're a little bit slippery. Sometimes it takes leather to patina, get the oils from your hands, different things like that to really get up in that case and really give you that grip. But even with this one, and the way that leather is made, and you can kind of see the texture within the leather, it doesn't feel too slippery. And I've been using this for a couple days now. I can kind of start to see the wear when it comes to black, and this black just looks smooth on the black iPhone. You can kind of start to see it kind of breaking in a little bit on the sides, but it actually feels pretty good when we're talking about grip. So I don't feel like it's over slippery like a lot of brand new cases that are leather. Sometimes those things like a straight bar soap. This one, I really don't feel that way. It actually feels pretty good, even for it to be new before it actually breaks in. Keeps your phone fairly thin, all right? When it comes to leather cases, you don't really got to worry about too much bulk. They're not here to bulk up your phone. You are good to go in that sense. So feel in the hand, feels very good, feels very premium, makes the iPhone feel really, really good. So let's go ahead and bring MagSafe over here and let's check the MagSafe out. Now, when we're talking about MagSafe, she's not going to win any awards, all right? It is not the strongest. I'm giving this thing around a 5. It's mid-grade. You know what I mean? It's not really going to pick up this bass. It kind of wants to, it acts like it wants to pick it up, but it's not picking it up, all right? But it's confident enough to find that MagSafe, get it down there to where it's not going to just slide off super easy by itself. So mid-grade MagSafe. Could it be stronger? Sure. But is it passable? Is it doable? Yeah, it'll work just fine. I haven't had any issues with it on my car mount in the car or any other MagSafe accessories that I use on a daily. I haven't had any issues. Bringing over your MagSafe accessories, all right, Apple battery pack. Now, one thing I would like to see on these cases is I would like to see the alignment magnet. This just has the one MagSafe circle. Sometimes it gives the ability to these accessories to move a little bit too much to actually has the alignment, but when it's up there good enough. I feel like you can use this phone without this sliding off or popping off easy by itself. So good job for the MagSafe battery pack. Throwing the wallet up here, I feel like the wallet right here is just fine. You can probably use it just good. I always say be very careful. But see what I'm saying? If it doesn't have that alignment magnet, it kind of moves a little bit too much in my opinion. It kind of pops right there where it's supposed to be. So it may have the magnet in there. I don't know. But MagSafe altogether seems very, very solid. So no issues at all when it comes to that. Now, just like I stated, they have a few different colors. Let's go ahead and slap the other colors up there so you can check them out in case you don't want to go with just the plain boring black. Here is going to be their teal color. This is a unique color because I haven't seen anything in the leather case game that really mimics this, all right? So this teal right here looks very, very good. I'm pretty sure it may go well with a few different cases, a few different color iPhones, but when they're black, the teal, I'm feeling this, and I feel like this will have a very nice patina over time. So this is going to be the teal Sandmarc Pro Leather. Next up is going to be the navy. This is a very nice color as well. I was going to rock this as the daily Sandmarc case, but once I saw how clean that black was, I quickly switched it up, all right? But this navy is a very, very fresh color as well if that's what you want to rock with. You can never go wrong with a nice deep blue navy. That's really going to patina over time to look very, very good. So here is the navy Sandmarc Pro Leather as well. And you know you can't have a quality leather case without having the OG chocolate brown. So, you know, brown is always timeless. Brown is always going to give you that very nice patina. Probably one of the more prettier patinas out of all of the colors. You can't beat a nice, clean brown one. So, should you buy the Sandmarc Leather Pro case for the 14 Pro Max, 14 Pro, whatever iPhone that you have, sitting at the $50 price point? Now, we know when it comes to good leather cases, 50 and above is going to be what you're going to pay to get these nice leather cases. And in my opinion, I've really, really been enjoying my time with this right here. And you guys know my favorite leather cases. And this one right here, man, I'm going to tell you, it may be spot on with some of the best leather cases that I've talked about on this channel so far. I know the camera lens area is going to be a make or break for a lot of people because I know people like to have very minimal, nothing that looks too different. But in my opinion, I don't mind it. It looks a little bit different. It makes this leather case stand out. And if you are into mobile photography, you can easily use it, screw these mounts on, and still have that protection for your camera lens. I'm not even gonna lie right now, man. This leather case right here is doing its thing, and it's easily one of the best right now for the 14 Pro Max. So if you want to go check it out, I will drop the links down below. Make sure you go to the website, use code TechnicallyT. If you want to pick one up, man, take 10% off your order. All right, get a little bit of money back. It's gonna drop this down under that $50 price point, which really makes this, in my opinion, a sweet purchase. So go and check it out. I think you wouldn't be disappointed in it.